A family quietly grieving in the wake of another gruesome crime. A woman raped and savagely beaten. Stark contrast to the scene near a Delhi hospital on Tuesday. Rights groups joined in venting their fury at local and national officials, occasionally tussling with security personnel. The victim had been transferred to the hospital in a last bid to save her life.
Harassed, raped, and left to die. Brutality at its peak. So-called upper-class perpetrators, impunity they seek. A Dalit she was, considered as weak by the society which still believes this superstition so antique.
Abused, tormented, even tongue cut and broken spine. Such a horrendous act, but our justice system is still fine. Through protest and complaints, whole nation whines. But will justice ever be served for this heinous crime?
For once, let's just count the misogyny. Is it really because of the short clothes, the makeup, the age, the class, the caste, and the religion? Or, most vulnerably, the sense of neglect and ignorance which has been germinating for the decades now?
Do the dresses provoke? Are women clad in saris and burqas not raped? We've seen instances where men sexually abuse animals. Should we dress up animals for them to be safe?
People rape their daughters, sisters, and even mothers. What causes such extreme depravity? The pathology is an obsession for sex.
Can we for once normalize and respect a no? Can we just stop blaming the government for once and try reviving the lost humanity at the very first place?
Do we call it a sadistic pleasure that these people take in doing such a crime, or the lack of respect towards all genders? Do these happen just because some ill-minded people feel an immense pleasure with this?
Yes, we seek attention. The attention to achieve gender equality, a secured society with gender remains just a myth.
Every rape victim, before they fight the war for justice, they fight themselves first. To gather the courage to face the world. Stop responding to rape with silence or victim shaming. Instead of breaking down their courage, we need to strengthen them so that they can face the world and fight for justice.
So here's what we can do on our part. Speak out loud. Be vocal. Raise your voice against the root causes. Redefine gender equality. And only this can help reshape the caste ill mentality.
Very importantly, we need to stop victim blaming. We need to understand that the victim, whosoever it is, they are not to be held accountable of the circumstances they are in. The crime has been committed against them.
We need to have empathy for them. We need to have empathy for the survivors. We need to understand the situations and the circumstances and then get involved in anything related. Because nowadays, even a single word said or told creates a huge impact. Furthermore, we need to have zero tolerance towards crime. Because just even reasoning and then trying to justify or non-justify it is also something which needs to be stopped. Well, all these words said won't matter unless we see the flaw within ourselves. Yesterday, we had Nirbhaya, Asifa, Priyanka, and so on. Today, we have Manisha. Tomorrow again, we may have some more of these, and this won't stop unless and until we stand together as one. The society needs to stand together and decide to change themselves, decide to change their mentality and prevent all of this.